don't get hung up on writing out on your little notebooks the whole process, cause I'm not asking you that question. It's a question regarding tempering and pre-crystallization, okay? So just read the process, so you understand the process, so when you read the question about it, you'll be able to answer it.
So then the seeding portion, after you melt it, that's the pre-crystallization stage. And then you seed it to bring it up to crystallization.
Right. I'm gonna ask you to define chocolate liqueur, which we just did, right? And how is it different from eating chocolate?
Because it doesn't have any sugars or sweeteners to it.
No sugar, no milk solids, none of that nonsense.
What's the Dutch process?
Adding alcohol,
Add alkalinity to the
Yeah.
sweetened cocoa.
that's the word.
Because,
Cocoa powder originally is just acidic.
and,
mean,
yeah.
It gets rid of the acidity to the
Well,
taste.
it is acidic, but it was done for a reason.
Oh, to help it
because it
mix
wasn't
into
good to make
liquids?
I'm sorry, say
Not
that
made
again.
with.
To help,
Dissolve in liquids. How can we protect confections from moisture migration?
Make sure they're properly sealed. Like if you use a mold, you have to make sure it's properly capped so there's no air holes around the bottoming and the actual shell. Keep everything inside.
Another thing is to make sure that you follow your instructions properly for the formula itself. You know, don't think that, if you cook something down and you think, well, it's too thick, I want it runnier, let me add some more milk or cream to it, you know, cause then now you have, what would that be called? Unbound water now in the confection. And those molecules are all kind of lined up in a way to hold each other in place. If you add more and they can't hold them, that's gonna float and it's gonna go through your layers and then eventually cause blooming.
Now, what if the formula calls for, one consistency and I want mine thicker? That wouldn't really affect the unbound, that wouldn't increase the free water, right?
You don't wanna increase with an ingredient that has water. So you wouldn't look at cream or butter. You would use other doctoring agents, which is usually going to be in the form of syrups that have a very low water content, which glucose is one of the most common doctoring agents for consistency and texture.
So what was that question? I'm going to answer. How to protect chocolate?
How to protect them from moisture migration. What is the most common and traditional time-honored method for tempering chocolate?